a brain, guys. I don't have a brain. Hello. Welcome back. My boys are currently on their playmat, and I am needing to get ready. Ignore my hair. I'm going to fix it at the end. But wow, it has been a while since I've sat here and pulled out the camera. That's kind of what today's video is. Got a life update. We got some changes happening. I have like just a recap of like some things that have happened over the past, a couple of months. So we are just going to get ready and talk about that. If you are new here, my name is Marissa. I am a new mom of twins, and on this channel, I love to do makeup videos, lots of vlogs, and included in those vlogs is a lot of DIY crafts. I do sewing. That is my background. I have a college degree in fashion, and I showcase all of that, and also just, life stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, I would love you to subscribe. And if you enjoy this video, I'm going to try to get through it as much as I can. Currently, my boys are on their playmat, so if you hear them, that's what that is. Grab your coffee. I got mine in my gezellig mug, which is Dutch for just like peace, joy, bliss is the best way to translate it. So got my coffee, and we're just gonna get ready. I'm not gonna be doing anything crazy, just a regular everyday look, and I'll be pulling from my stash. If you haven't seen that series, I do a kind of makeup rotation or shop my stash. I found that when I decluttered my makeup collection and really went through it, I found a lot of products that I just never used. Am I crooked? I found a lot of products that I ended up forgetting about and not using, and that rotation that I've been doing has really helped me to kind of rotate through my products and make sure I'm using everything. I purchase all of my products with my own money, or I'm gifted them from like friends and family, and I want to use them. Like I said, my money has been spent on them. I want to use them, or after I've tested them out, know my thoughts on them, and then just move on. Okay, so for primer, I'm gonna go into the Poreless Putty Primer and just kind of fill in my pores a little bit. I'll link everything I'm using down below. I may not talk about them like really specifically each time because we got a lot to chat about. So I am a new mom to 4.5-month-old boys. They're twin boys. Still don't know 100% if they are fraternal or identical. Leaning toward fraternal now. At first it was like, no, these guys are identical, but definitely leaning towards fraternal. They are thriving. They're thriving. Yes, they were born a little early, but you can't really tell, and the pediatrician is happy with their development, and yeah, they're doing amazing, which is something I'm really, really grateful for. So yeah, that's been obviously taking over my life. I vlogged Mother's Day weekend. At this point, I've not been able to edit it. By the time you see this, that video will be up, and it's tough. It's especially with the fact that I am by myself. Jordan's back at work, and so trying to juggle twins, which I've never done before. I've helped take care of a couple of kids, but they were in different ages. It's not the same age, and don't need the exact same needs. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a struggle. I'm also back to coaching, and there have been some changes there. It's been a lot the past few months, and so unfortunately, YouTube has kind of taken the wayside, which is fine, honestly, which is fine. they're starting to like get blurry-eyed stares right now. And like calm. I think actually one of them is starting to fall asleep. That's one thing I'd like to do really is I try not to be doing other things while they're awake. But their wake windows now are so long. And like I said, I am by myself, and so sometimes I want to get ready for the day, or it's very basic things like go to the bathroom, brush my hair, brush my teeth, so I try not to be doing other things while they're playing, because it's just, this time is so short, and I can't believe they're growing as quickly as they are. And it is, yeah, it's been hard being by myself, but also the good thing is I gotta get them all to myself. That sounds really weird to say, but in a sense, I get them all to myself. And I've been using, which really recommend, especially if you have family from out of town, I've been using the app called Family Album. Not sponsored. I really like it. Instead of when new babies come into the family, you got people, texting, pictures to the grandparents, to the siblings, and the aunts and the uncles. Honestly, it's kind of a pain, because it's one of the things is, okay, I gotta send to this group, then I gotta send to this group, then to this group. What Family Album is it's all in one place. You upload it to one place, and then you give access to the family members you want, friends and family members you want access to. So my parents are out of state. They live in Arizona. If you're new here, I'm originally from California, and in Texas currently, and my parents are in Arizona. What it does is, like I said, one place for all of the pictures to pop up, and then Jordan's side of the family is a little bit all over the country as well. So yeah, it's just a great way for me to send pictures to everybody, send videos. It's a great app to use to send pictures, upload videos and photos, and it's free, which is really nice. And you can, if people want some of the pictures, they can purchase them through the app. It's really great, and I'll link it down below if you're interested, or are looking into something like that. Really recommend it, because it has been, in the beginning, it was very time consuming in a sense, because I will just shoot a bunch of things throughout the day, and then I upload them all that, either when I have a break or that evening. And so all my family members from around the, I almost said around the world, but around the country can see them. And it also helps my parents too, to kind of feel more connected and involved with them. So speaking of my parents, what concealer do I want to use? I'm going to use the Essence Keep Me Covered Concealer. Speaking of my parents, they were here for 3 weeks after Mother's Day. Well, my mom came first. They were here for 3 weeks. Guys. Yeah, so that's how it goes. Yeah, that's just how it goes. The new thing that one of them is doing is being very, very clingy. And he wants to be held the whole time. That's a new thing. Also too, they are starting to teeth, I believe, and that's been interesting. Oh, I don't know if we're ready for that. But hey, one thing that I'm trying to remember, and my dad tries to remind me, is everything is temporary. It's the teething thing is temporary. It's a short amount of time period that we will be having to cope with that, and help them obviously cope with that. I'm trying to find my brow gel, and it's obviously, that's easy to say once you're out of it, or if you're not, not in it. I got one of them to go to sleep. And there it is. Then as you can see, I have one still playing. That's another thing too, has made the past couple of months really, really really difficult for me is the fact that they're doing a fun thing now where where one of them is asleep but the other isn't. The only time I can get them to do that is if we go on a car ride, like if we're going somewhere, which we're trying to do every day. In the beginning, especially when they first came home, I was doing a really good job of that. But now, with a lot of the changes that are going to be happening, we haven't been quite as successful as getting out of the house every day. Me being back at coaching really helps because my in-laws watch them while Jordan and I coach, which is very, very helpful because it gives me a break, allows them to spend time with them. Overall, things have been going great. It's just, it has been really, really difficult not having like a ton of like my family here and like not having my parents here. It's been really difficult. There's some days, like I said, trying to do basic things is getting even more and more difficult because they're getting older and bigger and their wake windows are longer, which is great. That tells me that they're growing. Wow, these brows are terrible. It has made us come to the conclusion, which is we are moving. We are selling this house and we are moving. And it is very, very bittersweet because this is the first house that we purchased together. We've been in this house almost exactly 2 years and we're ready to move. It's very bittersweet because it's the first house we purchased together and we brought our boys home. Ooh, I don't want to cry. We brought our boys home here and it's very bittersweet, but I think it'll be what's best for us. And I am excited about the, new place. We're in the process of looking for a new place as well as selling this one. So as you can see, it's a little bit bare in the background. I have started the process of taking things down and we're going to be, listing this house very soon. So moving vlogs are coming. I'm not excited about that, and I'm a little nervous with trying to move, especially with them and how active they are now. It takes a lot longer to do things, like a lot longer, and that has been something that I've been really working on being okay with. Is because I'm such a planner and I'm such get it done as quickly as possible. And as you saw, we've had to stop just 3 or 4 times already. And that's been something that's been really difficult to me because it just feels like honestly, it feels like I can't get a break. That's when those days when it's just, when they have, they're not in a good mood and they're just very, very clingy. Like I said, I'm trying to cherish the cuddles and the fact that they want me so close and they want my attention all the time. And I love that they're smiling a lot more now and showing their personalities. And, learning their voices. It's just sometimes it's really hard because it's just I would just like to brush my hair and put it up in a ponytail, or I would just like to go to the bathroom. So it's been tough, but we're figuring it out, and I'm trying to figure out systems that work, and it's a learning process. I just put on the LYS, what is this? It's their cream bronzer stick in the shade Hope. I think it's their No Limits bronzer stick. Oh dear. Okay. They are now both sleeping. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, where was I? As you can see, it's very, very, very chaotic with twins. I wouldn't change it for the world. Honestly, I wouldn't. And I am extremely grateful that I can be home with them because the cost of daycare is just insane to me. Honestly, it really is. I understand it. I understand why. And granted, the care the caretakers, like, yeah, they're doing a very important job. And so I get it, it's warranted, especially with like the cost of living and stuff. It's warranted. It's just wow. Where was I? Yeah, so it's been chaotic few months, as you can tell, obviously, with the fact that I've had to stop a couple of times. Yeah, so it's trying to like pick up the camera and like vlog is been, you know, that's pretty much been put to the wayside, and YouTube has kind of been pushed to the wayside. It's just been a lot. Oh yeah, and then we talked about, my parents were here for 3 weeks, which is great. And during that time, they stayed in this room. This room also serves as like the guest room. And so they stay in here. I'm unable to, film at the same time. And it was really nice to have their help. And they got to spend time with the boys, which they were really excited about. Gosh, I am all over the place. All right, I'm going to go into the About Face Cheek Freak Blush Balm in Raunchy. Oh yeah, so talk about moving. Yeah, we're moving. And it's bittersweet and exciting. And gonna be kind of chaotic because trying to get anything done, as you can see, or as you witnessed with twin boys, especially when they're awake or they're not napping, it's not easy. Like yesterday was kind of rough because trying to pack, take things down, really get that process going. And I was not really able to get anything done until like my father-in-law came by and Jordan came home. Because they were awake, or at least one of them was awake consistently. This is the first time they've napped together, not in a car ride. Gosh, it's been like at least a couple of weeks. So it's been difficult to try to, work on moving things. So that part's I'm not looking forward to, but I'm excited about decluttering. I've actually gone through and gotten, decluttered and donated or given to friends and family a lot of just stuff that we've had, and it's helped lighten the load a little bit, which is really nice. And I'm going to continue to do that just because I know our lives have changed, obviously, becoming parents. And so certain things are not as important as they used to be, or not really having interest in doing certain things. YouTube and creating makeup videos and creating in general is something I'm always going to want to do, at least for what for right now. And other things I've kind of just put to the wayside. I still plan on sewing, creating clothes, whatever projects we would need done around the house, or if some friends and family have certain projects they need done. I love creating, so it's just certain types of creating. Certain crafts I'm not really into anymore, but maybe a friend of mine is, and so I can give them the supplies that I have. And so that part I'm kind of excited about, because we're maybe be moving less things, although we've accumulated more. Obviously, with having kids, you accumulate a lot more stuff. Although I have to say, I feel like I'm pretty proud of ourselves, because I have seen, not really maybe necessarily my personal life, but anyways, I have seen just in general where when it comes to having kids, that you can easily go overboard with it, where you are stuffing your house with kid stuff. And I feel like we've done a good job of kind of keeping that balance, even with the fact that we have two. I am really happy about that. Also, though, I think when we do move, that might change a little bit. I mean, and also that's because they're getting older. Their interests will come into play, and right now we have just very age appropriate toys. We don't really have toys for when they're older. So I feel like I've done a really good job of kind of minimizing that. However, that has been a little bit of the struggle is just with the layout of our house. It's really hard for me, for example, to do the dishes or make myself food or maybe take care of the dogs or just trying to do, just like I said, just a very basic task. It's been difficult to figure out a spot where they can play, be a little independent, and me still be able to see them or they be able to see me, because just the way the layout of the house is, just the size of like whatever like mat or playpen that makes sense for the fact that it's two of them, it doesn't fit. And so that's been a struggle. And and then on top of it, with my parents staying, it just made us realize, you know what, I think it's time to move on. So again, bittersweet. It's our first house. We had really good, we had big plans for this house. But you know what? God has a plan, and if we're meant to stay, it will be what we will stay. But if we're not meant to stay, He will create a way for us. He will make a way for us to find somewhere else. And that's another thing too, is motherhood has really, really made me want to, or made me really cling on to the faith, because those late nights, now we're in the teething process. I'm going to go into the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer, and this is in Buttercup. I've actually been really enjoying this. And that's something we do as like a family, is going to church. And we've met a lot of people, and a lot of people at our church really love the boys. It's really cute. That part's been really nice, trying to build community. And that's another reason to move, is to find our community. And like we do sports and we have coaching, and so we do have some socializing. And also too, I don't know if I started something, but ever since the boys have been born, ton of pregnancies have happened in our friend group. I guess that's how it goes, right? And it's that part is kind of exciting. So that's been exciting as well. Wow. And we actually like found some things that we don't need, or found that we didn't really use with the boys, that we're seeing if some of our friends are. So that like decluttering has been happening, and like in the downsizing of a lot of things, downsizing a lot of stuff, like clothes I've been getting rid of, because just my lifestyle is obviously changing. What else? Clothes getting rid of, lots of craft stuff, and just decor that I'm not really into. I'm gonna go into the House Labs blush in French Rosette. But yeah, we are moving, and Jordan is excited. Like, we're both really excited about it. Obviously kind of can't wait till the process is over, because this is not a fun process. Granted, it's not the first time for us to go through it. It's just it's not that fun. And the idea of living in suitcases for a little bit while we find our next house, it just doesn't sound fun. I will be very excited for the reorganizing and maybe some DIYs in the new house. And so all that will be coming. So if you're interested in any of that, please subscribe and stay tuned. Yeah, moving vlogs are coming, and decluttering and organizing. I'm still doing like my different series of like my makeup rotation, Project Pan. I will still be doing that stuff. Where is it? Do I have another series? Oh yeah, and then I will be giving an update on my inventory of my makeup. Probably film that soon. And what else? Yeah, so a lot of that is coming now. I will do my best to edit that as fast as possible. That has been the biggest struggle, is getting the time to edit. And if you're a mom, I think you would understand. And so I'm gonna do my best to get all that out for you guys. Another thing too is I do plan on doing a favorites video of specifically like twin stuff and twin products we've really loved. So if you want to see that, comment down below and hit the like button on this video. What else is going on? Oh, thanks to Jordan. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the move is the biggest thing. Oh, that was the other thing. I left that out. I don't know why I didn't even bring that up. I'm gonna go into the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow palette. Just do simple look because the boys will be up pretty soon for the next feeding. So let's see. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. Just, oh yeah, another thing too is I have been wearing makeup more and been really actually tackling my project pan, which is really exciting. You'll see that again, that update coming soon. That's the other thing I'm excited for, to decorate like the new studio space and get that all going. Yeah, the plan also too is to have like Jordan will have his own office, I will have my own office, there will be a playroom. It's really exciting. And the dogs will have like more room to roam. Do I want to go on any of these? No. I'm going to go into the Colourpop Colors of the Wind Super Shock. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, sorry. I'm like all over the place. Oh gosh, because like I said, I'm a little out of it. I'm a little out of practice. So while my parents were here, and also why a lot of things were kind of delayed and why there was such a big gap between, you know, the Mother's Day vlog and, you know, these videos coming. I've been wanting to film this video for a while. I just haven't had the chance. Is I got COVID while my parents were here, and thank the Lord that they were here because I don't know what we would have done. Honestly, I don't know what we would have done. Yeah, so I got COVID, and it was really strange because I thought I was having a Crohn's disease flare-up. So I went, you know, I went to the emergency because I was like kind of feeling out of it. Well, I guess backtrack. My mom was feeling like sick, but we thought it was just allergies. At least that's what like the symptoms kind of seemed to be like, is they were like just stuffy nose, and so she was not feeling well. And then Leo wasn't feeling, or then one of my boys wasn't really feeling well. So of course they were extra clingy, and was taking care, and I was, you know, trying to console them. And I know kids get sick. It's not that big a deal. It sucks, but you know, in order to build their immune system, a little bit of the sickness helps. And then I, of course, got it, which I was already like expecting to happen. Yeah, I got it, and then unfortunately, the fact that I have Crohn's disease, so I'm immunocompromised, things tend to hit me a lot harder than other people who aren't immunocompromised. And so I ended up feeling like I was having a Crohn's disease flare-up. And it was pretty bad. So I'm like, something's wrong. Something is off. Like, this just doesn't feel right. And so I go and get checked out, and they do a bunch of tests because it was kind of flu-like symptoms. So they did a bunch of tests or whatever. I'm like, okay, fine. Like, you know, do what you need to do. And they come back and they're like, oh, you have COVID. I was like, what? Well, one of them woke up, so that lasted about 10 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, I got COVID, and that was fun. So I was unable to really, I could take care of the boys, but they recommended I didn't. And so luckily my parents were here to help take care of them. And yeah, I was really grateful for that mascara. But one of them is awake, so hold on. Okay. So the mascara I put on is the e.l.f. Big Mood mascara in deep green. I like doing that. It's really a light color, and so you like, it's kind of subtle, which I really, really like. And then I just put on the Colourpop Another Round lip liner. And then I did get this Thrive Cosmetics Sheer Strength, I want to say like lip balm. I think that's what it says. Yeah. Sheer Strength, hydrating lip tint. And it's in the shade Melissa. And it's just a really pretty, everyday, like your lips but better kind of color. A little bit leaning more on the peachy side. So yeah. Yeah, this has been like my typical everyday look if I'm doing like full glam where I'm layering and wanting this to really last like all day. This has been typically the look that I go for since, you know, as you can see in this video, I don't really have a whole lot of time sometimes to actually put on any makeup. One of them decided to wake up. It's actually almost time for them to eat, but I hope you enjoyed this very... You're okay, buddy. I hope you enjoyed this very chaotic life update. So, yeah. What else? Yeah, so the moving vlogs will be coming, as well as some other videos that I do plan on filming, like Project Pan update, some other makeup videos, makeup inventory, declutter. Yeah, so all that's coming. So if you are new here, I'd love you to subscribe. Yeah, I'm gonna tap and subscribe and like the video, and stay tuned for more videos. Yeah. So lots of exciting things coming in our lives, and the transition of moving on to another house is very, very exciting. We're very blessed to the fact that we get to do so. Yes, I'm very blessed to the fact I get to stay home with you guys and see you guys thriving. I think he's really gassy. They're both really gassy right now. So, yeah, I'm going to go get their bottles ready. But, yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for new videos. I used to say every single week, but new videos will be coming. I will put them up as quickly as I can. And that's another thing, hoping where I will be able, also too, they'll get older and I'll be able to get into like a better routine where I can get videos up more consistently. But thank you for your patience on that. And also, if you're not following me on Instagram, it is at From Hem to Stem, and I try to post there every day, and just little glimpses of life as a mom. Yeah, if you want any tips or anything in regards to them, comment down below, and I maybe can make some videos in regards to taking care of twins or being a mom twins, and or I can include it in one of the vlogs. But yeah, so thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.